Chrome, ignore. Well, I think I'm live. I am having a little technology challenges here. Hi, everyone. Reverend Denise Schubert here, streaming live from North Fort Myers, Florida. Oy vey. So busy. So I am crooked. My elephants are crooked, and I'm actually a little short here. There we go. Sometimes it's hard to be perfect. You know what I mean? Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, and if you're here with me, say hello. Give me just 1 second. Actually, I'm very close to having my issues solved. We had a thunderstorm come through, and when thunderstorms come through, they knock our power out. So it took me a minute to get back in the saddle again. Hi, Les from beautiful Cary. Anyone else here tonight yet? Okay. All right. Well, we shall see how this is going to go. I think it's just going to take a minute. I know. Here, let me get rid of this. All right. We are very, very close. So tonight we're talking about a higher why, finding your higher why, finding a higher why. It's good. We are very close. Hold on just 1 second, just one little tiny second. I think we're so close. Okay. I guess I could pray us in or something useful like that. That would be good. Oh, here we go. Here I go. Oh, it got small again. Well, add to stream. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm sorry, everybody. Just give me 1 second. Hi, Misty. How are you? Hi, Sandy. Sandy Cram from Durham. Sandy, I'm moving to Naples. Just so you know, we can talk about that later. It's very exciting. All right. Share screen. All right. Well, I kind of really still don't see what I'm supposed to be seeing here in order to share my screen with you guys. I have spent all afternoon doing this beautiful presentation. Add. All right. Well, whatever. We're just going to punt here. You don't get my beautiful presentation. I don't know why. Wonderful broadcast. All right, everybody. I'm here. I'm with you now. Sorry. Rocky start. And still not very successful here. But Okay then, but you can hear me, right? Can you all hear me? Say yes. Somebody say yes. All right. How about I pray us in? Today, by the way, we had our grand reopening of the Unity Church in Naples today, and we had 60 people come. So I'd say life's getting back to normal. Of course, it's normally 400, so it's still down, but that's all right. So let us take a deep breath together, and just simply pause here for a moment. Great. Just pause here for a moment, pushing our stop button on our day. Breathing into this glorious day that the Lord hath made, that we have been reveling in. And to simply take a moment to get connected with one another, a moment to settle down, to open to inspiration, to open to insight, to open to what's going on within us, around us, surrounding us, to recognize a power and a presence of perfect peace that is always here, always present, always available. And it is from that place of community, from that place of connection, that I simply just bless our time. I just bless it. I just know that it is perfect even as we begin, and that each one of us gets what we came to get, and that we hear what we came to hear, we feel what we came to feel, and that whatever all of that is, it moves us forward on our never-ending evolution towards becoming the more of who we really, really are. And so for that and so much more, we give thanks. We let that be, and so it is. All right, so, I just don't know. I just don't know what's happened here. I don't know why I can't do what I'm trying to do here. So you get no visual effects. You just get me. You just get me. So let's talk about this higher why. This is Sunday Night Alive. We're talking about a life of spiritual power. We're talking about what it means to live a life of spiritual power. And it is clear to me that we all need a higher why, and not everyone has a higher why. And the lack of a higher why ultimately ends in being less than who we really have the potential to be. It ends up meaning, human beings in general, not all human beings, and certainly nobody on this call, but we struggle to be happy. We struggle to stop drinking. We struggle to stop smoking. We struggle to lose weight. We struggle to be healthy. We struggle to be happy and satisfied. We struggle not to be anxious and stressed. And many, many people are lonely, and many, many people are depressed. So this higher why, we need a higher why, because otherwise we just feel powerless to making a difference in life. Like, why would life matter if we don't have a vision or a purpose or a direction to move into? So life is not about what we've been told by our parents. Life is not about what we've been told about the media. Life is not what we've been told by mass marketing. It's just not about that. It's not about money. It's not about chasing power. It's not about chasing love. It's not about any of those things. And it's not that we shouldn't go for love, power, and money. We should. Having money is way more fun than not having money. Having some influence in life is way more fun than not having influence. But ultimately, that in and of itself just leaves us feeling empty. So, so we have to find the first higher why we need to find is a personal higher why. And the personal higher why is personal. All of us have tried to do things. I was most of you know I was a smoker. I smoked cigarettes for let's see, from 14, 24, 34, 44. For 31 years, I smoked cigarettes. And I only really enjoyed it for the first 5, right? And after that, then it was just an addiction and a habit, and trying to quit for over and over and over again and unsuccessfully. But the problem is that oftentimes when we're trying to stop something like that, we're trying to stop it because somebody else wants us to, because, all of a sudden it became a big thing that it caused cancer, so you have to quit for your health. And I was never very successful because there wasn't a personal reason. You can't quit doing something for someone else. It's not a high enough calling. It's not a big enough reason. So, and very few people, by the way, very few people move into improvement. And we're all wanting to improve. We're here, all of us are here right now, even just to live a better life, to have a better life, to feel more freedom, more peace, more joy, more comfortable in our own skin. And when it comes to the big stuff, most people, if they quit smoking, they might not smoke, but they're not happy. That doesn't deal with the source of the smoking, right? It doesn't deal with what the habit provided for the person. So it could be that you're sober, or you're clean, or you're not smoking, or you lost those 10 pounds, but you're no happier or skinnier than you were with the 10 pounds on. The higher why alleviates that. The higher why leaves you in a heaven on earth consciousness, free of those kinds of addictions. So people change when they have a powerful enough reason to change. Now, what are some of the reasons for change? Like I call it, in the Life of Power class, I call it your motivator. It's like, what's going to motivate you to do the work you need to do to change from being a negative person to a positive person? What's going to motivate you to do the work you need to do to quit smoking? What do you understand this? Like, what's going to get you through the really hard nights when you want to eat a chocolate cake more than you want life itself, right? Or, you've been sober for 4 months, and your girlfriend dumps you, and all of a sudden you want that drink. What is going to get you through that night? So I would propose to you that it's not anything in this world. It's not like getting the girl back. That's not really motivation enough. So I would suggest that it is something more like peace. Like, I'm willing to do anything for peace of mind. For me, in my own journey of releasing worldly things that became meaningful to me, it was freedom. That was my motivator, because I felt trapped. I felt trapped by this thing, like it had me instead of me having it. And so freedom and authenticity have been my higher whys, that I do things because I want to be myself, and I want to be free to be me. But it could be, think for yourself, it could be authenticity, it could be freedom, it could be just for aliveness, like sometimes to get on to become more healthier, whether it's spiritually healthy, emotionally healthy, or physically healthy. Sometimes just to have more aliveness, I want to have more aliveness, or what's going to get you off the couch. It may be because you're lonely and you need community. So you can look to see what the higher why for you. I would propose to you that to truly change habits and patterns, to truly change, to truly change, and to change in such a way that we're rendered more free, more happy, more joyful, not like we've sacrificed something or given up something. That we need to find a higher why, a reason worthy of God, of a God. Because our primary thing here is that you and I are spiritual beings. We are spiritual entities. We are eternal spiritual entities. We're not a human being in a body that gets born and then dies and ceases to exist. that we have an ongoing life in the spirit. So that, that idea all by itself is that you have a sacred contract. You've entered in, you have a contract with yourself. You have that if you're here, you came here with an intention. And the intention is a sacred intention. The intention is a holy intention. The intention is it is in truth your higher why. You're here to fulfill your soul's sacred contract with itself. And that could be for more love. It could be for more compassion or kindness. It could be to, I think people like the Buddha and Jesus had amazing sacred contracts. They came down to really, to change the course of the world, right? To change consciousness. And I can only imagine that how often they needed to be in touch with that higher why, how often they needed it, because they were only humans like you and me. They were humans. They were born of human parents. They were in a body, just like you and I are in a body. And they are being called forward, pulled forward by a vision, by an agreement that is stronger than their need to eat a chocolate cake or to say no. Though I think Moses did try to say no. I think he said, no, God, I'm not the right one to do this work because I stuttered, right? Or whatever it is. And we think that these people, these amazing beings who have changed, lovers of humanity, who have changed how we are, we think that they're different from us, but they are really, really not different from us at all. So I have a wonderful song. I do have a wonderful song tonight. I can't show you the words, but you'll see that you don't really need the words. But I do want to share it with you. It's a Michael Gott song. It's called I Will Be. And it really speaks to the kind of, I don't know what the right word is, the kind of surrender maybe, or the kind of letting go that we need to make soft in our heart. Because I want to say that if you can tap into this, if you can tap into your higher why. And I remember listening to Lynn Twist. Lynn Twist is a woman who wrote the book, The Soul of Money. And she was a big wig, a big player, a big fundraiser for the Hunger Project. And I saw her in person in Raleigh, North Carolina, actually at the Unity Church there. And she was talking about how when you have a purpose or a reason or a higher why, and by the way, you already know kind of what this is. You might feel powerless about it, but it doesn't mean you don't know what it is. But hers was ending hunger, doing her part to end hunger. Yours could be doing your part to create a safe environment for animals. Yours could be to teach young children. Yours could be, do you understand? Yours could be to make beautiful art. I know some of you, so I kind of am in touch with some of your higher whys. I have a videographer on here. And she was talking about how when you put that out in front of you, it has amazing healing work on all of the petty things that keep us miserable, right? All of the things that keep us puny and not putting ourselves out there. It makes us confront our fear of people. It makes us confront our fear of no. It makes us get off the couch. Like she said, it's that kind of commitment is like being led around, like having a collar on and something's leading you into your future. So when you get up in the morning, you can't really have I don't feel like it today. Because when you have something, as a minister, I experienced that. Like on Sunday mornings, my job is to show up and be prepared, to be grounded, centered, to have meditated and prayed, to have written a talk, to be in service to this community that's sitting in front of me. Do you understand? That was my life. I chose that life. That was my calling. So on the occasional Sunday morning when I woke up and I had I didn't feel like it, whatever it was. I had a headache. I didn't sleep well. I had one too many glasses of wine the night before, whatever it is. It's not an option. You get up and you walk. You get up and you do the thing you said you're committed to doing. It's like you're no matter what. And it may sound like, well, it sounds like a hard life, but it is a glorious life because you end up at the end of every day or at the end of every week or at the end of every year having done something towards the fulfillment of your soul's intention and contract, right? Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to end up on your deathbed saying, I should have had a V8. I should have had a V8, right? I should have spent more time. I should have spent more time loving people, right? I should have spent more time. I should have spent more time behind my camera. I should have spent more time, whatever it is. You want to, I read this quote by Steve Jobs this week. I'm kind of falling in love with this guy. I didn't realize how deep he was when he was living. But he said something to the effect that you might as well go out there and do what you're supposed to do because you're going to be dead soon. And that's not morbid at all. There's something I was looking at through, I'm moving again. I'm moving to Naples. Because my new job at the Naples Unity Church is about an hour and 10 minutes from here, and I just cannot commute 2.5 hours a day. I just can't. It's just crazy. So many of you know I just bought a house and moved, but oh well, the song's going to be perfect. I will show me where to go, and I'll go there. But I was looking at these pictures, and I'm working again with Reverend Mark Anthony Lord, who I graduated from ministerial school with in 2003, and I worked with at his spiritual center in Chicago for 2 years in 2008 and 2009. And I came across pictures of he and I graduating in 2003, which was 17 years ago. And I'm telling you that those 17 years ago feels like yesterday. And in 17 years, I'm going to be 87. So what I know is 17 years goes just like that. So we have no time to waste, right? We have no time to waste. If we're not going to be alive and live now, when are we going to do that? So anyway, I'm going to play the song for you. I want you to enjoy it. And then I'll come back and we'll talk about a couple of more wonderful things having to do with this great conversation. This is Michael Gott, and it's called I Will Be. Hold on. One more time. I'm so unorganized today. What's wrong with me? Hold on. Gosh. Oh my God. I'm insane. Here we go. All right.
Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be.
So that could very easily be your higher why, right? That whatever Spirit needs of you, you will be. You know, that's a very wonderful thing to just say, use me. You know, I am here. It is our higher why. We are here to be givers in life. We are here to make a difference. We're here to disperse. We're like a dispersing system for spiritual good. So whatever you want me to be, I will be. It's a wonderful prayer. Now there's a hold on just one second. Just a truly crazy. Certainly I'm being challenged today. I am challenged. I'm sorry. I am challenged. You guys are being very patient. I can tell. I can tell you're being very, very patient. So one of my favorite pieces of work is a white paper that came out of Harvard Business School quite a few years ago, 2013. And it addresses four elements in order to have to be a good leader. It was kind of written for organizations, but it says it's really 4 ways of being that create the foundation for great leadership, a great organization, and a great personal life. And one of the 4 is to be committed to something greater than yourself. And essentially, it says that being committed to something greater than yourself is the source of serene passion or charisma, and it's a source of persistence when the path gets tough, which we were talking about. And this being committed to something greater than yourself, a higher why. You know, why do we get out of bed in the morning? Why? To go make money? Boring. To eat? It's boring. It's okay. It's not enough. It's not enough. You need to be in love with something. Something needs to be in love with you. So they talk about as being committed in such a way that shapes your being and your actions. And so that your ways of being and acting are in the service of realizing something beyond your personal concerns for yourself. Now, don't make this too complicated, because this is a big conversation. But why it's important is because we are being called in this day and age. Last week we talked about the world gone mad, right? In this day and age, we can no longer afford to be sitting on the sidelines. That we have to somehow get out into the playing field of life. And many of us, we spend too much time on inconsequential, meaningless things. We worry too much. We're anxious about things. Mark today during service was talking about, he did this very funny thing. He said, anyone in this room who's 100 years old knows that the world's always been this way. There's always something going on, right? There's always, it's the way of the world. It's the way of the ego. There is conflict. There is war. There is confusion. There is scarcity, lack, doubt, loneliness, depression, addiction. It's all there. And you and I, we can choose, as Einstein said, we can't solve the problem at the level of the problem. So you and I can choose to be better people. We can choose to be happier people. I think last week I also talked about that sign I saw in the church that said, have you gotten anyone into heaven today? And I know it didn't mean what I said it means, but I said it means, have you lifted someone through your love? Have you lifted someone through your positive expectation? Have you lifted someone through your good attitude? So, and that's enough to be a higher why. It's enough to commit to being a better person so that you have a positive impact on the people around you. Because I'm telling you that if we do that, the world will become a better place. I have nieces and nephews, and growing up, I may not be here in 17 more years, but they have long lives ahead of them. So in this paper, it says, without the passion that comes from being committed to something bigger than yourself, you are unlikely to persevere in the valley of tears that is an inevitable experience in the lives of all true leaders. And leadership is not just a corporate leadership. Leadership is a person in life who's leading, right? Who's bringing forth leadership. And he says at times when nothing goes right, there's no way, no help is available, nothing there except what you can do to find something in yourself. The strength to persevere in the face of impossible, insurmountable hurdles and barriers, right? So that we rather than go eat the chocolate cake or drink or smoke, rather than do that we find the strength to persevere. So he quotes two paragraphs from one of my favorite readings, which is George Bernard Shaw. And I'm going to go ahead and read them because they're beautiful. And I don't know what you came here today for. I'm actually, a part of me wants to apologize for the lack of my technology, but the fact is I've just had to be more present. Though they were beautiful slides. They were, and still are. He says the following two paragraphs are from George Bernard Shaw, the first from his play Man and Superman, and the second from a speech he gave in 1907. And this is what he says. This is a true joy in life, the being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. The being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. I have to read it again, don't I? Because it's almost like we've been insulted, but we've not. He said, this is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose, recognized by yourself as a mighty one, the being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. The second paragraph is, I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and as long as I live, it is my privilege to do for it whatever I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I love. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It is a sort of splendid torch which I got a hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. So, you know, part of the world we live in is kind of designed in such a way, historically designed in such a way, that we kind of feel like we don't have what we need to truly matter. Like we don't really matter in the scheme of things. Like we have no power over the systems and the powers that be. But we do. We do. Spiritual philosophy and science says that we do, that consciousness is everything, that our attitudes are everything, and that with our thoughts, the Buddha said, with our thoughts, the world arises with our thoughts. So I'm hoping you're inspired a little bit to open to a higher why, because it will make the dispensing of the petty things in your life, it'll assist in having them be quickly and easily and effortlessly resolved. When you're committed to something bigger than yourself, you'd be amazed how fast your headaches go away, or the pounds come off, right? Or you just quit smoking and it's effortless, right? Or your anxiety or your anxiousness just disappears. Now, it occurred to me, I had a very funny thought when I was thinking about today, that that you should think of yourself as a white blood cell in life, a leukocyte, right? So white blood cells are the cells in the body that heal all the parts of the body that are diseased or diseased, uncomfortable, not operating properly. And that a really great higher why is that we move into the world as white blood cells, right? That I'm here to bring health to this situation, or I'm here to bring health and comfort to where health or comfort needs to be. So we can have our higher why just be to run around the earth being white blood cells and doing our part to create a world, a healthy, spiritually, mentally, emotionally healthy world that works for absolutely everybody. So that's my message today, finding your higher why and knowing that in that higher why, the first level of your higher why is personal. You know, what would you be willing to do or be to have the peace you seek? What would you be willing to do or be to be happy or to have freedom? What would motivate you to really do the work inside and to step into that empowered and wonderful space? And then the second level beyond personal, because we need to get our personal stuff in order. You know, we need to be taking care of our bodies, our minds, our spirits, our work, our homes, our cars. You know, there's all kinds of doingness that results when you are waking up. But once all that's done, then the next step is, now how do I serve the greater good? How do I leave my mark in whatever way I leave my mark while I'm here? So I think that's it for the day. I'm going to pray, and then I'm going to play our song again. Somebody suggested that somebody suggested that the song's a great way to end it. So if you want to meditate for a few moments after the talk is over, you can just close your eyes and be present with the music one more time before you sign off. So so that is it. So let's pray together. I am, by the way, I am considering, so here's my deal. I'm just being real here. So I'm working with Unity pretty full time. I'm stepping into a really big position there, which I'm thrilled and excited about, but it means I'm there most on Sundays. And I'm selling my house and moving on November 8th. And so I'm feeling a little bit like I want to take a hiatus from doing Sunday Night Alive until after I get moved, which would be mid-November. So I'm prayerful about it right this moment. So, but I'm pretty sure that this might be the last Sunday Night Alive for about 6 weeks. I will send something out on Facebook to confirm that or not confirm that. If I get inspired or if God says, no, I don't get to do that, then I have to keep doing it, then I will. But that's my thought. And in the meantime, if you want to make a love offering or a donation for tonight's broadcast, you can do it through my website or you can do it through my Gmail account. I continue to be available for spiritual coaching if you're interested in that. And of course, I love you all. You can call me or email me anytime you want. So, all right. So how about we pray together? Yes. Yes. All right. So let's just end our time exactly where we started, which is to turn within to the power and the presence of pure spirit, to recognize that we are not here alone, that there is an intelligence and a wisdom, an infinite something everywhere present. Most importantly tonight, to recognize that we are made in its image and likeness, that we are, we may not be all that the ocean is, but the wave that we are is all ocean. So we may not be all that God is, but whatever it is that we are God, made of the same stuff. And so I know that this connection between us and the infinite, and you don't have to call it, you can call it anything you want. You can call it nature, you can call it science, you can call it the quantum field, you can call it universal intelligence, but it is real and it is your life. And it is the life of every human being, every animal, all substance is the very essence of this infinite presence of good. So we are connected to each other. We are a community of beings having chosen to incarnate for the purpose of raising consciousness, for the purpose of creating heaven on earth. And so I just speak my word for and about each person on this call and each person within the sound of my voice, simply knowing that there is already within you a higher why, that you do not need to go seek it over there and over there, that you already know why you're here. You do. It's implanted in your spiritual DNA. So just know in this moment, I proclaim in this moment that there is deep guidance for you, deep wisdom for you, and that all of the petty human concerns that keep us puny and small and hiding, that these dissolve effortlessly, that we find ourselves falling in love with life and falling in love with people and looking for ways to give. Even if the giving is all in consciousness, just send it out like a big, like a tsunami of unconditional love, a tsunami of unconditional regard. And so I am just grateful. I'm grateful to always be on the side of raising consciousness, to always be on the side of awakening myself and everyone I know into a more authentic, powerful, poised, and confident way of living. And to know that as we do this, we do indeed individually and collectively contribute to a world that can and will work for everyone. And so I just release my word into this amazing law of life that says yes, that even now is moving molecules around. And so I just simply invite you to join me in accepting this word for yourself, expecting and accepting its fulfillment forthwith. We do this together by saying, and so it is. All right, beloveds, namaste to you. If I don't see you next week, I'll see you in November. You can hold me in your prayers. And here's a little more Michael Gott just for you.
Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be.